Welcome guys, I am Sachin. This is your tutorial number 15. In this tutorial, we will study radio button and radio group and its example. Let's go for the details of the radio group and radio button. We can see in the Android, radio buttons are mainly used together in a radio group. In a radio group, checking the one radio button out of several radio button added in it will automatically uncheck all the others. Means only one time you can select only one radio button, and if you are selecting one, other selected radio buttons will be unchecked, and whatever you are selecting, that is getting checked. It means at one time we can check only one radio button from a group of the radio button which belong to the same radio group. Yeah, radio button is a two state, means whether true or false, whether checked or unchecked. If a radio button is unchecked, then the user can check it by simply clicking on it. Once a radio button is checked by user, it can't be unchecked by simply pressing on the same button. It will automatically unchecked when you press any other radio button within the same radio group. Means you can select the radio button, but you can't uncheck that button by clicking on the same radio button. You need to select another radio button in the same radio group. So let's create the example and let's test on the device. Go to Android Studio. Okay, let me close all this. Okay, go to this package, new activity, click on this empty activity, give radio activity, click on the finish. Okay, this is your radio activity, and you can just go to this resource layout, and this is the radio. Okay, go to this design and just drag this. Okay, check radio group. Yeah, this is the radio group. So this is the radio group, and within this radio group we will add radio buttons. This is the closing of the radio group, and let me add radio buttons, what it is saying. Okay, let's ignore that. Okay, radio button, this is, I am just giving width match parent and height wrap the content. Just specify also ID. Radio 1, and give the text as radio 1. So I am creating some radio buttons. Make it as 2, make it as 2, as 3. Okay, let's add this to the main activity, this radio activity. Okay, just create this intent radioactivity. Okay, in this class also let's test out the structure. Okay, go to this radioactivity. Yeah, you can see radio 1, radio 2 and radio 3 created. Now at one time you can select only one radio button, and you can't uncheck by clicking on the same radio button. This way it is working. Okay, let's add some more functions of the radio buttons. What we will do, we will select one of the radio button, and we will have one button we will submit, and we will show the toast which one is selected. So for this, let's create one submit button also. Go to this layout. Let me create button. This is ref content, and text. I am giving submit, and let's create the ID. This ID will be used for taking the reference, and we will add on click listener for the button. This is the radio button. Radio submit. Okay, so that's about this. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it is overlapping. What I am doing, I am making it as a linear layout and making orientation vertical. Okay, let's check out. Yeah, cool, it looks fine. Now go to our Java radioactivity.java, take the references of the radio button and submit button. So what I will do, radio button, radio 1, two, 3, just make it 3 and 2, and we need the submit button. So we will take button, it is radio submit. Sorry, it's semicolon. Okay, so just take the reference of this submit button. Same method, find view by ID. So r.id.radio submit. Let's cast it to the button. Okay, so that's done. Now we will add the listener. Set on click listener, new of on click listener. We can use interface also, but as of now we will just see the output, not in the detail. Okay, now our target is uh, which radio button is selected when I click on the submit button. That's that only I want to show in the toast. Also take the references of this radio 1 is equal to find view by id or dot id dot radio 1. You need to cast it. Okay, just copy paste for 2 3. Okay, so we have submit button reference and all the radio button references. Now it's just if and else. If dot is checked, if it is checked, then we will show toast. We will create toast. We will show radio 1 dot get text plus is selected. Okay, we will just okay, so this is the 2, this is the 3, 2, this is the 3. Okay, let's see on the mobile screen. I am running it. Okay, this is the radio activity and I am setting radio 2 button, then submit. Radio 2 is selected. Yeah, that's only. Select radio 3. Radio 3 is selected. Yeah, this is about the radio group and radio button. In this tutorial we have created one radio group. Let's go to this layout in radio group, and in this radio group we have 3 radio buttons and we are selecting only one button. Means this radio group do that scenario for us. We can select only one radio button at a one time. So that's about the radio group and radio buttons. Thank you.